Hey, Goal Digger, if you are ready to crush productivity and project planning, this episode is for you because you have been asking for me to show you how to use Asana, and I'm going to show you exactly how I use it for my own tasks, but also for project planning, mapping out our coaching programs, even building out curriculum, courses, video content, social media, all of it and more. And it's free. So let's go over to Asana and let me show you how I use it to crush productivity and plan projects. There are many ways to use Asana. And what's really cool is it has a view where it will look like a Trello board. So if you love Trello, but you want to have more options for assigning tasks for yourself and for team members, this is great for that. It's way better than Trello. I love Trello. You know that. This is way better than Trello. I'm just going to call it what it is. Okay. So first off, for a task. So what you can do is you can add a task. And what's really cool about this is, let me show you this feature. So you can click on the card. And so you can put a description here for your task. So maybe you wanted to record a YouTube episode and you wanted to put a description on what you're going to record, right? So you put that here. And then this is one of my favorite things for project planning is record episode, edit video, post on social. And what's really great about this is over here, you can assign it to a team member. Here's our team. And then you can also put a due date. So you can also create templates, meaning you can go ahead and build out, like, for example, let's say every time you have a new client, you can probably do this more in a project, but if you had a new client and there are certain steps or a new team member, I use this for my network marketing business. So every new customer gets a thank you card from me. They get some samples in the mail. They get follow-up from me. I check in on them. We have a template card. So we just copy that every time we have a new customer. So you could build this out with your subtask of what the task is and the due date. So you just put that on here. Okay. The other thing I love about the due dates with the projects is these different subtasks have deadlines here if you want. This actual task, though, it needs a deadline, and that would be appearing right here. So what you can do is you can click a due date and then look what you can do right here. You can set it to repeat and you can do whatever you want. So you can have it repeat daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. So let's say once a year, you want to send out a birthday card to somebody, right? You could put that on here. And then you could check whatever days you wanted to be able to do that task. And then let me show you what it looks like. So you can click here to close this out. So this is what it looks like. Up here, this I'm recording some videos for a program we have. So this is what it looks like when it's overdue. As soon as you complete it, when it's on repeat like that, let me show you what happens. Disappears because it's done for today. And look, it reappeared for today because I have that set to daily. So what's nice is once you complete that task, when it's on repeat, it's just going to repopulate on here. So if you use social media, which I hope you do, and you want to repurpose, right? You could post, put reel on Instagram, repurpose to LinkedIn, put on Facebook profile, turn into a story. I always pin ours. And then you could have checklists for that subtask, and then you could complete it and have it pop up each day. So it could be a good way for you to stay on track with those repetitive tasks. Okay. So we have all of these different projects we use. I'm just going to show you something that looks similar to Trello. So you could see, we used to do this in Trello, and then we actually moved everything over to Asana. Hey, Goal Digger, real quick, I wanted to interrupt this training for something really special. We have newsletter only exclusive resources. And the way to get these is just opt into our newsletter. We're going to send you an email periodically with freebies, training recaps, quick actionable steps that you can implement today. So look below this episode to grab it, and we'll see you there. So this is what the template would look like. So it's not a template card, we're calling it that, but you can right click and you can duplicate the task or the card. So that's how you can create your templates. But what you can do is you can attach images, as you can see here. I mean, it's bananas what we do behind the scenes that you guys don't know. So at any given time, if I'm running something or team members running something, when we click inside that item and it opens up, we can actually see we have the whole entire outline written inside of that card of what we're teaching. So if you've ever wondered, like, how do you piece it all together? How are you able to manage all of the different elements of running a business? This is how we do it. So we have our, here, I'll go back to my task. We have our resources where all of our links are. Any login, any free resource, it's all here. Every time we have a launch, we actually have I'll just show it to you real quick because it's massive. But we have, look at this. Shout out to Team Gold Digger, and Allison oversees all of our projects. It's crazy the amount of things that we have. Now, remember, when you're new, you don't have to do all of this. Okay. But we have, boards for every single launch that we have. All of our vaults, we do challenges. We release new PLR products. We put all of that in here. We have an event coming up at the time of this recording. All of my entire network marketing, all of my leads, everything is in here. We also use Go High Level for that too. Social media, Instagram, branding packages, that's custom work we do, YouTube video, and it goes on and on and on. Okay. So as you can see, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to show you in here. What's really great is that if you have a VA, a virtual assistant, what you can do is you can work through here to assign them their tasks and their deadlines. And whether or not that VA is a part-time contractor or somebody who is a full-time right-hand person, we as a team, we all work off of this. So it's great because if Abby needs me to record an intro video for a podcast we're repurposing, she just assigns it to me. So it can be helpful because it doesn't mean I'm coming in and I'm just tasking everything out and I'm in charge of everything. We're all working together to say, Allison will say, okay, Kimberly, we need you to post on social media 3 times about XYZ. And then it's on my list. So it's great because we all work off of our task list. So those projects I showed you with all of the different columns with all of the items, those show up under each of our individual tasks. So when Abby clicks my task, hers looks totally different than mine, obviously. But anything that any of us have tasked her with. So if we need her to make a graphic, if we need her to write an email, and she's going to self-task herself as well. We all do that, obviously, because, we've all been doing this for a long time and we know what we need to do. But if you were working with a VA, you could task out all of their work. And then when they log in to start working, they can click that My Task button and it's going to have it in order by due date. So there's no more scrambling, wondering what you're supposed to be doing. You're just like all over the place. This is a way for you to stay really organized. And before I forget, below this episode, I have a couple of additional resources for you that are going to help you. We have pinning for profits on Pinterest. So if you heard me mention, we repurpose our reels over to Pinterest. They get great traction over there, which you wouldn't think. Pinterest allows you to put links on every single pin. So the reel is the pin. It's a video pin. So in it, you can either change the link out to your Instagram reel or you can change the link out to a free guide, but that video footage is going to capture people's attention. So we use Pinterest for our podcast episodes, our YouTube episodes, for all of our Instagram content. Quote graphics are really easy to make. You can use it if you have a blog. You can use it for free resources that you've put together. You can even repin other people's stuff. So we get great traffic from Pinterest, and it's actually not a social media platform. So it's just a nice way to get a lot of leverage out of your content. And it's going to repopulate for years to come because of the way the SEO is. So if you don't know anything about that, but you've been wanting to get into Pinterest, I'm doing a free class. It's called Pinning for Profits on Pinterest. So look below this episode. And we have a free gift for you being a loyal viewer, because if you made it all the way to this part in the video, you watch the whole thing. You get our viral reels guide. This guide is exactly what we do to get massive reach on our reels every single day, every single week. It's a huge, huge strategy for audience growth and getting in front of new people. So that's a gift for you below this episode. If this was helpful, hit that button to subscribe. I don't want you to miss any episodes. This is a very fast growing YouTube channel, and we appreciate that for you watching. But also you can binge this channel. So look in the playlist. You're going to see all kinds of additional content teaching you real strategies that are working today on social media. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire.